Hello everybody, welcome to the course on signals and system. So before we go to the introduction to signals and system, let us have a brief motivation of why we are going to study the course signals and system. So for example, in our day-to-day life, how does the mobile phone carries your voice? For example, every day which we use. How does the Google Meet platform transmits audio and video signals? And how does your measures smartwatch measures your heartbeat and other parameters? And for example, you take how the process of noise cancellation occurs in your earphones. So these are the real life examples which all of us face in our day-to-day life. And every mobile call and a WhatsApp message which we have. For example, you take an ECG report, being electronics, dealing with radar systems, a digital communication technology. All these works because of signals and systems. So this is a beautiful concept of why we are going to study this fascinating subject, signals and system. So first we'll discuss about what is a signal. So real life example, let me take for example a traffic signal. So in a traffic signal, normally we have colors like red, yellow and green. So what does all these three colors indicate? It gives us some information. For example, green indicates that we are supposed to move, yellow stand by and red is again stop. So all these three colors give us some information and that information is going to vary with respect to time. For example, 60 seconds, then again for 30 seconds. So it gives some information and that information is going to vary with respect to time. So having this example, let us discuss and define what signal is. So how can we define signal? So signal is a physical quantity. It carries some information and it varies with respect to an independent variable. So it is a physical quantity. It carries some information and it varies with respect to an independent variable. So that independent variable can be either time, space, position, etc. So here we are dealing with an independent variable called time. So examples, a speech signal. For example, you are continuously speaking over a mobile phone. For example, so this is how you will have a speech signal. Or otherwise a traffic signal which I have explained in the example, or a stock market exchange where we are going to regularly monitor what is happening in the stock market values. So all these, if you see, it is going to give us some information and that information is going to vary with respect to an independent variable. So beautifully you can write the definition for 2 mark. It is a physical quantity. It carries some information and it varies with respect to an independent variable. So these are the three important terms which you need to write in your definition. A physical quantity, it carries some information and it varies with respect to an independent variable. So this is about signal. Talking about, and again if you see in signals, there are two types. One is single dimensional and another one is a multi-dimensional signal. So if I talk about single dimensional, which means one dimensional signal, it will be a function which depends only on a single variable. For example, either f of x or otherwise g of t. I told t is an independent variable here. So it can also be position with respect to position or distance where it tells x and t represents time. So what is a single variable or one-dimensional signal? A function if it depends on a single variable. A function that depends on a single variable, you call it as a one-dimensional signal. The same thing when a function depends on two or more variables, x1, x2 or t1, t2. Then you call such signal to be a function which is depending on two or more variables. Two or more variables, you call it as a multidimensional signal. Two or more variables, you call it as a multidimensional signal or a multivariable signal. And if it depends on a single variable, you call it as a single variable function or otherwise a one-dimensional signal. So the best example for one-dimensional signal is you can have a speech signal. And if you take a multi-dimensional signal, the best example is any 2D or 3D pictures, the pictures which you see on your TV. Of course, if you want to represent a pixel or an image, in turn you represent it in terms of X, Y and Z, a motion picture. So all that comes under a multivariable signal. So this is about signal and the different types of signals. Now, what is a system? So system is an interconnection of physical devices and components. So simple definition of system, it is an interconnection of physical devices and components. You take a system, we are going to give some sort of input. In turn, what happens exactly in the place of system is it is going to do some sort of processing based on the application, and then it is going to give us some output. For example, you take a ECG, electrocardiograph. So what happens exactly in electrocardiograph? The electrical potential. So what will be the input? You will have number of leads which have been kept in the heart of a patient, and in turn the electrical potential from the surface of the heart will be given as the input. You will have number of leads, right? And all these leads are fixed on the heart of a patient, and that is being given as the input to the system. So what exactly happens in the system? It does all sorts of processing and filtering, and in turn it gives us what? It gives us the electrical output for diagnosis. So to be very simple and precise, so what is a system? It is an interconnection of physical devices and components. So this block diagram will be sufficient, where you put an input, a system and an output. So in the place of system is where you will have the different types of processing being done based on the application. A very simple example is the electrocardiograph, where the input will be the electrical potential from the surface of the heart. Processing and filtering will be done in the system, and the electrical output will be taken for diagnosis. So a crisp definition of signals as well as systems.